Hey, this is Leo, and in this video I will show you how you can use the Elgato Stream Deck to control and monitor your live set with AbleSet. The Stream Deck is a fairly cheap hardware controller with up to 32 keys, where each key is also its own screen. To connect it to AbleSet, we will use a free app called Bitfocus Companion. Let's download the app from their website. So let's go to bitfocus.io/companion. And to download the app, you will need to create a free account. I already have one, so I'll just sign in here. Then I'll go to download and download the latest beta build. Once that is finished, I'll open this, and then I'll drag the app into the applications folder and launch it. I'll say, yes, I want to open it. So this is what you should see when you launch Companion for the first time. And if you already have your Stream Deck connected to your computer, you will see that the buttons are now all blank, which is a sign that Companion has detected your Stream Deck. To populate these buttons, we can now launch the GUI. Let's go to the setup process. So we want to watch for newly connected USB devices. We don't need this one. Okay. We don't need to enable any of these remote control services. And in my case, I don't want to set a password. All right, let's finish this. And I'll make the window a bit bigger. So the first tab that you see is the Connections tab, which allows you to add connections to software or hardware that you want to control using your Stream Deck. To connect it to AbleSet, let's just search for AbleSet and add that to the list of connections. And you will see that it automatically connects to AbleSet, which is currently running in the menu bar up here. You could also add some other connections if you want. If you, for example, have a mixing desk that you would like to control, or if you would like to control some lights, but I will just stick with AbleSet for now. So now let's go to the Buttons tab. And the AbleSet connection comes with a bunch of presets that you can use to populate these buttons. So for example, I would like to have a list of songs that I can jump to. And there's two ways you can do that. The first is Songs, which basically lets you jump to one of the first 32 songs in your set. And the second option is Jump Songs, which lets you jump to, for example, the next song, the second next, third next, and so on. And this is what I prefer because I only wanted to use up the first row of my Stream Deck. Let's start by dragging the current song onto our surface. So I'll just put it here. And you can immediately see that this button appears on your Stream Deck and is populated with the title of the current song. Let's also add the next song, the second next song, third next song, fourth next song, and I'll also add the previous song, second previous song, and third previous song. Now, if you don't want to see these little headers above your buttons, you can go to Settings and then disable Show the top bar on each button. This gives the buttons a bit more space, and in my opinion, this looks a bit cleaner. Next, let's add some sections. So the sections work the same way as songs. You can either jump to one of the first 32 sections, or you can use the Jump Sections presets to jump to a section relative to the current one. So that's what I'll use here on my second row. So I'll drag the current section here, the next section, second next section, third next section, fourth next section, and then also the previous ones. Those are currently empty because we are in the first section of our song, but we can now already use the Stream Deck to jump between sections. So I could just press here to jump to the chorus, or press here to jump to the next verse. Next, I would like to add some playback controls. In my case, I would like to be able to play and pause. I would like to be able to toggle the loop of the current section, and I would like to be able to see the position and the time signature of the current song. We can also add the current LTC timecode. You can either add it split across 4 buttons, or you can just take one button that includes the entire timecode, but I would prefer the bigger version, so I'll just drag those here. And let's also add some settings. So for example, I would like to be able to change the jump mode between quantized and end of section. I would also like to be able to toggle autoplay and to toggle the save mode. All right, that looks good to me. To test this, let's go to the setlist view. I'm gonna just hide this window here, and to live so we can see what is actually happening. So we can now jump between songs. We can jump between different sections in the song. We can start the playback. You'll see the current timecode here if you have one. We can toggle the loop of the current section. We can change the jump mode. So let's put it to quantized and just jump to the chorus or the second chorus. And you also see that the section or song that is currently queued is highlighted on the Stream Deck, so you can see that this is the section that is coming up. I would recommend that you try out different layouts to find the one that suits your workflow. If you have any questions or feedback, leave them in the comments below, and I wish you a great day.